Ever wondered how some people always seem to have money left over at the end of the month, while others live paycheck to paycheck? It's a question that has left many of us scratching our heads. No matter how much we earn, there always seems to be too much month at the end of the money. The truth of the matter is, it's not always about how much you make, but rather how you manage what you have. Some folks have mastered the art of money management, turning their modest incomes into substantial savings. On the other hand, some high earners find themselves in a never-ending cycle of debt and financial strain. This is where the concept of financial management comes into play. It's not just about making ends meet, but about making your money work for you. And a crucial part of that is learning how to divide your money evenly and effectively. Why does this happen? The secret lies in how you manage and divide your money. Before we delve into the process of dividing money, it's crucial to make sense of your income. Understanding your income isn't just about knowing how much your paycheck is, it's about comprehending the full spectrum of your monetary resources. Think about it. Where does your money come from? For most, a primary job is the main source. But don't forget about side gigs, passive income streams, and even occasional windfalls like tax returns or gifts. Every penny counts, and acknowledging all these sources gives you a more accurate picture of your financial standing. You might be surprised to discover that your income is more than you initially thought. This revelation can be both empowering and liberating. It's a reminder that you're not as strapped for cash as you might believe. You have resources, and with the right management, they can go a long way. Once you have a clear picture of your total income, you're ready to start dividing it. Now you've got a clear idea of your total income. The next step? Dividing it. And no, we're not talking about some complex math that'll make your head spin. It's all about smart and simple budgeting. So let's get into it, shall we? First off, we'll need to set aside money for the necessities. These are the things you absolutely cannot do without. Think rent or mortgage payments, utilities, groceries, and transportation. Of course, what constitutes a necessity can vary from person to person, but generally these are the expenses that keep your life running smoothly. A good rule of thumb is to allocate about 50% of your income to cover these costs. Next up, savings. Now I know the idea of saving might not sound all that exciting, but trust me, having a nest egg for the future or for emergencies is not just smart, it's essential. So, how much should you be saving? Well, it's typically recommended to save at least 20% of your income. This could go towards your retirement fund, an emergency fund, or even a down payment for a house. Remember, it's not about how much you save, but rather that you're consistently saving. Now let's talk about discretionary spending. This is the fun part. It's the money you have left after you've covered your necessities and savings. It's what you use for entertainment, vacation, dining out, and other non-essential expenses. The key here is balance. You don't want to deprive yourself, but you also don't want to overspend. A good guideline is to allocate about 30% of your income to discretionary spending. But what about debt? If you have any outstanding loans or credit card debt, it's crucial to include payments towards these in your budget. You could carve out a portion from your necessities or savings, or even both. The important thing is to consistently chip away at your debt until it's fully paid off. And there you have it, the basics of dividing your money. But remember, these are just guidelines. Everyone's financial situation is unique, so you might need to tweak these percentages to fit your own needs and goals. Maybe you're a student with a part-time job, so your discretionary spending might be lower. Or perhaps you're a high earner with a lot of disposable income, so you can afford to save more. The key is to be flexible and adjust your budget as your life and financial situation evolve. So go ahead, give it a try. Start dividing your income into these categories and see how it feels. You might be surprised at how much control it gives you over your finances. And remember, it's not about perfection, but progress. As long as you're moving forward, you're on the right track. By following these steps, you can divide your money in a way that covers all your financial needs. And not just cover them, but truly manage them in a way that sets you up for financial success. So, here's to taking control of your money, and ultimately, your life. You might be wondering how much money to allocate to each category. Enter the 50-30-20 rule. This rule, my friends, is a popular method for dividing your income in a way that can balance your immediate needs, your desires, and your future security. Let's break it down. The 50-30-20 rule suggests that you allocate 50% of your income to needs. These are the necessities in life, the things you can't do without. We're talking about rent or mortgage payments, utility bills, groceries, health insurance, and transportation costs. If it's essential for your survival and basic well-being, it falls under this category. Remember, this isn't about living luxuriously, it's about covering the basics. Next up, we have the 30%. This chunk of your income is allocated to your wants. Now this doesn't mean you should go on a shopping spree every month. This category is for the things that enhance your life but aren't strictly necessary. Maybe it's a dinner out at your favorite restaurant, a new pair of shoes, or a subscription to that streaming service for your movie nights. It's important to treat yourself within reason, and this 30% allows you to do just that. Finally, let's talk about the last 20%. This should go towards your savings or paying off any debt you might have. This is your future, your safety net. Whether you're saving for a rainy day, planning for retirement, or making extra payments on your mortgage, this 20% is your ticket to financial security. It's not about instant gratification but about long-term peace of mind. So there you have it, the 50-30-20 rule in all its glory. It's a strategy that encourages you to live within your means, while also allowing for enjoyment and planning for the future. It's about balance, about making the most of your hard-earned money. It's not a rigid law, but a guideline that you can tailor to fit your specific circumstances. With the 50-30-20 rule, you can create a balanced budget that meets your needs, wants, and future goals. And remember, a well-planned budget is a stepping stone to financial freedom. So let's step forward confidently into our financial future. Applying these principles can transform your financial life. Imagine a life where the stress of money is a distant memory. A life where you're not constantly juggling bills, feeling guilty about every purchase, or lying awake at night worrying about the future. This isn't just a pipe dream, it's a reality within your grasp. When you begin to divide your money evenly, you're doing more than just budgeting. You're creating a roadmap for financial peace. A clear and defined path that guides you towards a future where financial stress doesn't rule your life. Instead, you're in control, steering your finances in the direction you want them to go. One of the benefits of this approach is that it allows you to save for future goals. Whether it's a down payment on a house, a dream vacation, or a comfortable retirement, dividing your money evenly sets the foundation for these goals. By allocating a portion of your income towards savings, you're not just thinking about the present, but also paving the way for a brighter future. But it's not all about saving and scrimping. Dividing your money also means you can enjoy discretionary spending without guilt. That's right, without guilt. You've budgeted for it, so there's no reason to feel bad about enjoying the fruits of your labor. Whether it's dining out, buying that new gadget you've been eyeing, or treating yourself to a spa day, these are not frivolous expenses, they're part of your balanced financial plan. In essence, it's about creating a balance between the present and the future, between needs and wants, between saving and spending. This balance is the key to transforming your financial life. It's not about making drastic changes overnight, but about making small, consistent steps towards a more secure financial future. It's about taking control, making informed decisions, and ultimately, achieving financial peace. With these steps, you're not just managing your money, you're managing your life. And remember, it's never too late to start. So take that first step today, and transform your financial life for the better. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. The first step to managing your finances effectively is understanding your income. It's essential to know precisely how much you're bringing in each month, and where it's coming from. Next, we emphasize the importance of dividing your money evenly. This doesn't mean splitting it equally among all your expenses, but rather allocating it in a way that aligns with your financial goals and lifestyle needs. We introduced the 50-30-20 rule, a simple yet powerful budgeting guideline. This rule suggests that 50% of your income should go towards your needs, 30% towards your wants, and the remaining 20% towards savings and investments. By following these steps and principles, you can transform your financial life, gaining control, stability, and confidence in your monetary affairs. Remember, managing your money is about empowering yourself to make the best financial decisions for your life, so divide wisely and live freely.